Okay, good morning, guys. So today we're going to upgrade my Windows 7 installation to Windows 10. And as I said in the previous video, I said I was going to do it live and uncut. However, I do realise that this may take an hour, and I'm sure people don't want to sit there watching the system go update, 10%, 20%, 30%. So what I will do, I will cut it, but if there's any issues along the way, I will put them in. I will leave them in. So I'll cut up to the point of that issue, run that issue, go through that issue, and then if once I've resolved it, then cut again. If there's no issues, then I'll just cut it sort of a couple of minutes, and then so that you're not sitting there watching paint dry, if you like. So in the other video, I backed up the hard drive. I imaged the hard drive, so it's on a separate hard drive, and it's their current W7 full TIB, which is a true image backup. So that's I did that just as a fail-safe, just in case something goes wrong, and we can get back to the original, what we're at right now, afterwards. Although when you do the update, it does create a restore point, so that if you don't like it, you've got up to 30 days to go back to Windows 7. And I'll go through a few things once the update's finished. I'll go through a few things, because I'm sure people are going to say, well, does that mean I can never go back to Windows 7? Does that mean that the installation product key is going to be invalid and blah blah blah? Actually, it won't, but I'll explain that towards the end of the video, or in the next video, because once you've done the update, there's several things that you should do after you've done the update, security things that you should do. I did also, before I started the video, I created a USB installation disk. In case you want to do a clean installation, you can then use the USB and boot from the USB and run it that way. And if you want to see a video of how you create that, let me know in the notes below, in your comments, and I'll show you how to create a USB installation, or even a DVD if you want it. If you want to do DVD, not all computers can boot directly from a USB. So I'll show you both ways if that's what you want to see. Okay, so this is it. So we're going to do the update straight from here. I will put the details, even though I in the previous video I showed you what my computer system is currently, AMD 8350, etc. I will put my computer specs in the notes below, so you can always see that anyway. The only thing I have done is disabled Kaspersky, so that it doesn't interfere with the installation in any way. I'm not deleting it, I'm not uninstalling it, I've just paused the protection, and that will be paused until the restart. Now obviously that may cause issues, I don't know, but it's something we'll see when we do it. Okay, so most people will have had this Get Windows 10 icon in their task bar, in their task manager, basically all you do is click on it, and then you've got upgrade later, upgrade now. We're going to do upgrade now, so just click on it, and that's it. So it's starting to download now. I don't know how long it takes to download, and like I say, I will sort of splice it. If there's no issues, I'll just splice it and we'll come back to it as it's downloading. I'll keep this running, but then I'll just splice it as we go. Okay, so this is the starting of the download. Don't know how long this takes. I've got a pretty quick internet connection. I've got 152 megabits per second download speed, so I don't know how long this is going to take, but we will see, and I'll come back to you in a little while. Okay, so we're just on 99%, and then we'll see what's going to happen after that. You don't get a product key during the installation. Windows or Microsoft actually have on their servers a copy, a copy, if you like, of your computer system. So because this is free up until July of 2016, you can download it, install it for free. Once you do that, the first time you do that, Microsoft have a copy of your hard drive, of your computer, so that it will always be free. So if at any time you want to wipe your hard drive and do a clean installation, you don't need the key. You just skip it where it says to put in your product key. You just skip it, and it will just activate straight away. So once you've done it once, that's it. You're never ever going to get a product key. It will always activate from now on. Once you do it the first time, it will always activate from now on. So you can if you want to. Once you've done this and you think, oh yeah, this is good, but I want to clear out a load of my stuff. So I want to do a clean installation. You can do that. You can use a USB key, like I said earlier, or you can use a CD, and you just do the installation. Skip the part where it says about putting in a product key, and it will just activate from now on until I suppose until Windows 11 or whatever. It will just activate. It's now preparing the installation, so I'll come back again in a couple of minutes. So here we are again, just coming towards the end of the preparing for installation part. Just going to be probably another 20-30 seconds maybe, and then it should, if I remember correctly, when I did it on my laptop, it should go into some sort of mauve purpley sort of screen, and then start the actual installation. At the moment, all it's doing is preparing the hard drive, preparing the download, what it's just downloaded, preparing that to get it ready for the installation. So it shouldn't take too much longer. Now I can't remember how long this update takes. And remember, it's called Windows Update, not Windows Upgrade, because we're updating from Windows 7 to Windows 10. Even though it's an upgrade, it's classed as an update. That's how it goes. So here we go. You should be just about ready now to go into the installation section. Okay, so here we go. So it says, great, we'll get the upgrade started. It says here's some important stuff: Microsoft software licensing, EULA. Should read it. It actually frightens you if you sit and read it, and I have read it. Even when it was Windows XP, which I think is probably the best operating system, or was the best operating system ever. Windows 7, I quite liked Windows 7 actually. I didn't like Vista at all. Put that on for about 2 weeks, took it off and threw it in the bin. Windows 8, didn't like Windows 8 mainly because I don't have a touch screen. I couldn't understand why they decided, you know, Windows 8 was specifically designed for phones and tablets, and some bright spark decided to say, oh, well, why don't we put it on as a desktop? And then most people didn't have touch screens. It's horrible. Didn't like it at all. Anyway, correct. Right, click on accept. And it says please wait. It says your upgrade is ready. Upgrade is ready to install. Save your work, leave your PC plugged in, turn it off. You can schedule it for later if you want to, or you can start the upgrade now. Well, I don't want to schedule it for later, I want to do it now, so we'll click on start the upgrade now, and there it goes. It will shut down, it will come back on, it will configure. It's just like doing an update from, you know, security update if you like. Same situation. Anyway, so it's configuring the update for Windows 10. It's at 4%, and I'll come back when it gets a little bit closer to the 100% complete. I might have to move my iPhone 5S to the other monitor. For some reason, the other monitor comes on first before this screen comes on, so I might have to move about. Anyway, I'll come back in a few minutes. So we're back again. It's just on 96%. For some reason, it got stuck at 25%, and then all of it seemed for a long time, and then all of a sudden it went to 60%. Okay, so I've just got to move my phone over to the other monitor. So just about there. So now this is like the old way of installing Windows. So now it's upgrading Windows. It says your PC will start several times, currently at 0%. It says it's copying files, so this is now just like if you was doing a brand new installation from a CD, except it actually keeps a copy, creates a restore point of your Windows 7 installation. So you've got up to 30 days, which I'll explain a little bit later on, but you've got 30 days to if you're not happy with Windows 10, you can go back to Windows 7 just by uninstalling Windows 10, if you like. So this is like a software, just like normal software. If you uninstall it, it takes it off the system, but this restores your Windows 7 back again. You've got 30 days to do that. I'll explain that a little bit either later on in the video or on the next video, when we need to do a few extra things to the installation to make it more secure, and to get rid of some of the things that Microsoft decided they want to have there as default. We're going to remove those. Okay, so we're back again. It's just done a restart as it said it was going to do, and it's back to the drab Windows 10 logo. I mean, why they couldn't have put a bit of colour in, I don't know, but anyway. So we're back up again, now at 30%. I'll come back again in a bit. So once again, it's gone off and it's restarting again. Basically, what it does is it copies the files, then it restarts, then it installs the drivers, then it restarts, and I think the last part, which is this bit coming up now, is the setting of the applications and the icons and everything. And now we've just gone back over to my other one, so I have to go back over to the other screen again. Okay, there we go, and we're back again. As you can see at the bottom, it says copying files in blue. That's done. Installing features and drivers, that's been done. So it restarted in between those. It's just restarted again. Now it's configuring all the settings. We're on 76%, and it's taken less than 30 minutes so far, which isn't bad. That's not bad. Windows 7, I believe, took an hour. Windows Vista, I think, took about days. No, I'm joking. Probably took about 2 hours, two and a half hours. It's quite bad. So we're on 91% now. Configuring settings at 67%. 91% is the overall, and then down the bottom there where it says configuring settings, each one has got its own percentage, but overall we're on 97% now. So it will restart again, I believe, and then we've got to put in you can, it suggests, or it tells you to have a Microsoft account, and I have got a Microsoft account, Hotmail or Outlook or whatever you've got. If you use that and you've got more than one computer, it will basically, if you put your Microsoft account in each of those three, then everything is sort of synced, if you like. Okay, so it's basically kept my name here. So click next. We'll click next. Get going fast. Blah 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 blah. Customize settings. I'm not going to do any customization. I'm just going to do express settings, and then later on we'll make some adjustments on the system. So everything is just going to be next, 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 click, 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 next, next, next. So use Express, next, finalizing the settings. Hi, welcome. So we've updated your PC. all your files are exactly where you left them. Oh, that's cool. Thank you very much. So it's just going to go through a couple of little things. It's very basic in colour. I do like the Windows 7. It's nice and colourful when it first starts up. But Windows 10 is just seems drab, even though it seems to be a much better system. Don't seem to have any many problems that you had with Windows Vista and Windows 8 and 8.1. But it just seems, boring, if you like. I think it's going through a few more things. I know my hard drive is working away down there, so let's see where we go. So let's start. And we're in. That's it. So there's a couple of things. It's already said Kaspersky antivirus was removed, and CPU ID, CPU Z is no longer available. And it says we're adding some new features to Windows, and this could take a few minutes. It's running the Cloud Station. Now I do know CPU Z does work, but for some reason Microsoft has decided that it doesn't work, but it does. I've read that it does, and I will put it back on. Kaspersky, I need to work out why Kaspersky is not working, but that's basically it. We're done, we're up. Let's just check. There we go, Windows 10. As you can see, it's kept everything else on the system for me, and it says down there Windows is activated. That's the product ID. This is not, this is not the key you would put in if you was doing a fresh installation, so just ignore that. That's just the product ID. That won't give you any information at all. So, but it says Windows is activated there, right there. Windows is activated. I've kept my work group. The work group's the same. My computer name's the same. My name is the same. I believe that was the name I had before. So that's all the same. And that's it. Job done. Wasn't too painful. What I'll do now is I will check out to make sure everything's working. Work out why Kaspersky's not working. I think I need to. There's an update for it, I believe. So I just need to get that sorted out. Get that reinstalled. Should always have an antivirus software anyway. So. And I don't like Windows 10's antivirus software. Rubbish, doesn't work, doesn't do what it's supposed to do, and that's it. We're done. Thanks very much, guys, and I will see you in the next video. My name's Brian. You can subscribe, like, leave me a comment. Just make sure it's not nasty, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you. Bye.